Okay, Nico, I'm creating this video here to begin to just further just go into details, show you more examples of what I do, how I do it regarding the database. Okay, so I'm actually going to open up an email here, and I'm sorry if screens are popping in and out, but I'm going to find your email to me, and I have 1,000 frickin' emails, as you're going to be able to see here in a second. Okay, Waven Woods, remove rent, any mile, credit 8 hours. Anderson Metal Work has a new blank account, Huntington Bank. Okay, so that's important. Any mile, 8 hours, Anderson Metal Work. Okay, so I have just these three things. So Riven Woods, WREVIN, WOOD, and any mile. So I'm just going to show you how I do this, just so you have a sense of this, because I think it's going to be good. So I'm just going to minimize this. So here I am. The first account actually is any mile. It makes it kind of easy. But otherwise, I would do a search. Now, I just want to show you, well, I'll show you the search in a second. But any mile. So right now, I'm on Clinton. So in order for me to get to the right store, I don't want to click here. Okay, this is going to change what store all these sales are for. So I don't want to change that. Rather, I want to go down here and I see I have 4 records. That would make sense because they've been at Clinton, Novi, Livonia, and Ann Arbor, right? So if I flow over here, there's Novi, Livonia void. So I always create another account for voids. So an artist leaves us, we know that's going to happen. We need to create a void account for them. So that way when I run payroll and do other things, I don't generate reports to them, but I always want to keep a record of what happened. So this way I can always pull that up, okay? And there's Ann Arbor, so that's 4. Anyways, let's go over here to Novi. Okay, so now I'm in Novi. Here's the sales, and I'm going to scroll down here. So when I change this automatically changes. Watch. Like, for example, if I come down, oh, no, don't do that way. If I come over here, you know, it's 2013. Now watch. 2014. Notice how the numbers are changing because this Novi store part is linked to this and it's controlling this. The store is the master over the sales, okay? And the artist's name and the company name is the master over the store. So this is the master. The company name is the master. It is that dominates the store, and the store dominates the sales. That's how that flow works. Just so you know, it keeps it all very separate. I don't need to go into database reasonings and why and how come, but just know it is. So I'm just going through here, and you can see, like, I have every single year. And soon I'm going to back this up, and I'm going to start a new year then because I need to. So here we are, 9, and you're saying, what I'm confused of is you're saying hours paid out 16, but yet, so I'm going to change this to 8 because that's what you're saying. I mean, they need 8, so it's 8 is what they paid out because you said 8. That's what I read. Lord help me if I'm wrong. Any mile, credit 8 hours for Novi. Okay, you're hearing my phone just going nuts. Okay. Yeah, fun. This has been me all morning. Okay, good. Now, so that's that one. Okay. That one's pretty easy for that one. Okay, so now, like I said, up here, there's commission. This will switch me over to, oh my gosh, my phone is just, as you can see, I'm now getting text left and right. You can see here, this is all the commissions. I'm coming over here to rent, okay? Oh my goodness gracious. Welcome to my world, Nico. All right. So I'm going to go to find a record. Okay, find a record. Now, this is important. When you do this little search, you can also come up to here, and there's a find feature as well. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to change the... Oh, it's already switched. Normally when you come in here, it's going to be current field... hold on, let me just see here. Because it's not normally the way it is, okay? If I go to find, it's normally on, I think it's normally this way, current field and whole field or something like that. You always want to change into current document. Do you hear that? Do you hear my phone just dinging? And then you want to change it to any part of field, okay? This is really, really important, okay? I'm just going to hit find next. It's fine, okay? it's going to allow you to search. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here on rent. Now, here's another thing about the search. This is a document. It's separate from this, and that's separate from this. I know it seems really weird because it shows all on one screen. You'd be like, isn't this a whole document? The company, the location, and the rent, isn't that one document? No, these are actually 3 documents placed into one. So if you're doing a search, right, like I'm clicking in there, and I do a search for AnyMile, it's going to say there's no matching records. You'll be like, what are you talking about? Of course there's AnyMile. Now watch this. Let's do Raven, W-R-E. And I'm only doing that, right? Because this is any part of the field in current document. If I did the whole field, it won't come up with a match. So I want any part of the field. So it's kind of like, I want you to just find these first 3 letters for me. So now look, it found Terry Lawrence, so I can hit next. Raven Woods, there it is. Okay, so rent, you're telling me. That doesn't make sense. Oh, it must be pulling an August rent. No, previous month's rent. It's paid. Why is Raven Woods? No, that makes no sense, Nico. Makes no sense. Shouldn't have rent. They should have a rent. They were in there. They have sales. They should have a rent. I'm going to call you because that doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to pause this video while I call you. Where's my pause? Oh my. Okay. Okay, so we just got off the phone. So great. So you're going to now laugh even further. So I understand what's going on there. So what I basically did, just so I show you, because I didn't show you the E. Okay, find next, Raven Woods. I just came down here and I changed the rent to 0 for September after our conversation. Now everything else is just fine, which also means next September, though, we're going to need to change it. So it's one of those things, this is where the double checks come in place because I've got to zero it out this year and then come, October next year, it's going to show up as a 0 rent and you'll have to change it. It's just going to be one of those things that you're going to learn and understand. We don't want to add a second layer of rents down here because that ends up making 2 reports. It's really, really weird and sneaky, and you just got to be really conscious to what you're doing. The system is not perfect because I'm not a programmer, but with that which I've done is pretty astounding, okay? So anyways, I'm coming back over to here to sales because I changed all those things. So now I need to generate the paychecks reports. Like, what is it? Who am I paying? What am I doing, and how do I do this? So I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'm going to pick up a new video so this way these videos can be separated and you can really watch what you need to watch. My Lord.